Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it's faced. James Baldwin. Has fear ever stopped you from doing something you wanted to accomplish? Has it crippled you to your core and prohibited your bravery? One of life's guarantees is the definite promise of change. Yes, you coming across literal change is probably statistically inevitable, but I'm not speaking on abandoned lucky pennies on the ground. Today, we will discuss the beauty of the inevitability of change, as well as the strength and growth which can arise out of the capriciousness of life. Number 1. Turning pennies into quarters. How often do we hear of people having piggy banks in childhood? In our adolescence, this teaches us the importance of patience and the value of the slow accumulation of coins, a literal and figurative payoff. After months of saving this money and finally opening it up to see how much is inside, a shower of copper and silver circles pour out. In this situation, you never know how much you truly have or what you're going to get. Maybe, much to your surprise, your parents slipped a few dollar bills in there. This represents how life often gives us surprises and the opportunity for variety. If we knew everything that was going to happen in our years of existence, each achievement, grievance, and joyful celebration, wouldn't that make life so dull, expected, and less meaningful? Maybe because change is scary, that makes it so much more exciting. There's that saying, we aren't actually afraid of the dark, but just of what's in it. It's like entering a Minecraft cave. When we make the decision to finally leave our blissfully complacent potato farming state of mind and venture into the gloomy abyss of the creeper-filled caves, we are making a change. Additionally, we are turning our small but meaningful pennies into glorious quarters of potential and progress. Finding iron, gold, and even diamonds is not the only payoff of choosing change, but also the refinement of our ability to take courage and face it head on. This, however, requires a change of perspective. Number 2, change the view. Maya Angelou said, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. In life, many things distract us or even inflict worry. Going into new experiences should be seen as a new adventure, not a daunting obstacle. At a summer camp, I had the opportunity to go rappelling. After waiting a long time for my turn, I saw how far down the ground was. I rejected the objective safety I would have in the numerous rigging and supervision and decided to let that fear take over. That night, I couldn't sleep because of how much I regretted not being brave and going down the cliff. Fortunately, the next day I was given the opportunity to go one last time. I quieted all the worry in my head and did it. I made the change. Sometimes we must change our desires towards something that will ultimately benefit us, rather than keep us in a state of safe complacency. We should be stepping outside our comfort zone every day, whether that's smiling at a stranger, asking a question to a teacher, or even starting a new hobby. We should all strive to make small changes in our daily lives. Have you ever experienced the feeling that your life is so repetitive, the days blur together, and you feel like you're Bill Murray's character in Groundhog Day? The answer could be change, the addition of variety to one's schedule. In working hard at making each day count, we are given the gift of personal growth, which adds an unquantifiable amount of value to our lives. Sister Becky Craven said, "He gives us much, much more than the value of what we can ever return to him. So what can we give to him, who paid the incalculable price for our sins? We can give him change. We can give him our change. It may be a change of thought, a change in habit, or a change in the direction we are headed. In return for his priceless payment for each of us, the Lord asks us for a change of heart. The change he requests from us is not for his benefit, but for ours. We are so loved that we were given the gift of agency. the ability to choose for ourselves. We are truly in control of our lives, the paths we choose, and the changes we make. We must realize and internalize the truth that it is never too late to turn back and make the necessary change in our lives. It may not be easy, but it will be worth it. And it does require bravery. Number 3, face what's new. Change can be really scary sometimes, but is also beneficial to us. It allows us to grow and reject the inertia and feelings of stagnation in our lives. If you were growing a garden and started out with a tiny pot, but never gave the plant an opportunity to move its location and grow its roots, it would not be able to prosper. We are like that plant. We must face life's challenges head on with bravery. In every great movie, there's always a character who must develop, overcome, and leap over the hurdles of trials. In these situations, the winds of change are blowing at high speeds, often disrupting the protagonist's flow of confidence. Maybe the reason we resonate so much with these types of movies is because we are all like that character. We have to go through our own tests and begin our own journeys. But what would happen if the star character of the movie fell right after the most minor inconvenience of the adventure? Ow! I twisted my ankle! I guess we'll have to turn back. Cut! Cue end credits! Oh boy, how boring of a movie would that be? Make your life spectacular, brighter than the shiniest penny around, and share that brightness with others. Be the change in others' lives and face your challenges head on. Wink at what makes you scared to try and just go for it. So here's your TF challenge, today through forever. Strive every day to look for ways to add value and subtle differences to your day. As the saying goes, variety is the spice of life. Additionally, focus on change, not only in yourself, but how you can positively affect others. Leave them better than you found them. Make your impact on the world great, despite our society.